Yes, sir. And we are back. What is going on? What is going on? Appreciate all y'all joining us on Rated R for reviews, man. Welcome all you naked and afraid fans. So we got some things to talk about, man. I appreciate everybody. Again, hit the like button, of course. If you new, hit the subscribe button. Right. This is what we do over here on on Rated R for reviews. Let me make sure my mic is good. Yeah, my mic. Yeah, my mic is good. Okay, cool. We good. Audio is good to go. So appreciate everybody joining us. So look at here, man. We got some things to talk about, y'all. Uh, Naked and Afraid, last one standing, is still going on. We got one more episode left here. Okay, so this is going to be interesting. We are down to the final three. Okay, down to the final three, man. It's getting good. It's getting good, man. Again, if you haven't watched the last episode yet, please go watch it because you about to get some spoilers here. All right, you about to get some spoilers. So anyway, so we got a challenge right from the beginning. Now remember, in the last episode, they already knew what challenge they were going to do, right? So it was going to be friction fire, right? So look, everybody knows if you've been watching this show, okay, when it comes down to Naked and Afraid, last one standing, everybody knows that friction fire is the challenge that takes out almost it takes out so many competitors, okay, because it takes so long. I remember there was a season, I think it was last season, season 2 or season 1, where they did friction fire, and it took them like 2 days just to try to get this fire. It was crazy. So anyway, yeah, this challenge right here is definitely going to take out some people. Now here's the thing: there's only four contestants left, right? So they always do the last challenge to win. They always have three contestants. So which means one contestant is going home, right? So yeah, this is about to be. It's again, if you haven't watched it yet, go watch it. Come back, okay? Because you're about to get some spoilers, all right? Go James showed up in the chat. Appreciate you showing up, showing some love, aka Chris, aka Let Me Cook This right quick. You feel me? Appreciate you showing up, showing some love. Go James, you feel me? Appreciate you, bro. So I haven't. Oh man, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to update. I forgot to do an update on this picture right here. Okay, so so we got. You know what? We're gonna talk about this episode and but leading to the episode, right? So here's the issue here. Okay, now, Friction Fire, we got four contestants: Darren, Matt, and Chini. Okay, we got four contestants doing Friction Fire. Right now, this again, I told y'all, Friction Fire is like I would probably say the toughest challenge. Okay, the toughest challenge when it comes down to just taking out a lot of competitors, man. So we got Matt, Chini, Patrick and Darren, right? So here's the issue. Patrick have been collecting plenty of materials for this challenge. He was prepared for this challenge. Okay, he knew that friction fire was going to come up, and he knew he was like, you know what? I'm going to gather all my craft, all my materials, everything that I need for friction fire, and he was going to do the bow drill, right? And if you remember in the last episode, it was it was Cheney end up winning the pretty much the stove challenge. I'm gonna call it the stove challenge. Okay, she ended up winning the stove challenge, and she ended up winning the rope. Right? Remember, she got the rope for her because she came in first place, right? And so because she got the rope, she also knew that friction fire was coming up. So she was like, you know what? I'm gonna pick this rope because I know for friction fire you need good cordage, right? And so that's why she was like, I'm gonna pick the rope. And then Darren ended up picking the shovel, right? And then I think Patrick came in third place, and then Matt came in last in the last challenge. So now in the last episode, they showed Cheney. They showed them all. They showed all of them trying to work on this friction fire challenge, right? And so because of this, right? They showed now Patrick knew about this and he wanted to go bow drill, right? So he already built his bow drill. He's doing his bow drill, right? A little struggle, but he's got all his materials ready to go. Darren, same way. Darren was doing the bow drill. He was doing the bow drill, and he was like, you know what? I got it. I think I'm good, right? Cheney had the rope, good cordage. She had the rope, and she decided also to do the bow drill, right? Then she turned around and said, you know what? This bow drill's not working. So she decided I'm gonna go hand drill. So she decided I'm gonna go hand drill, and she found out that if you go hand drill, it's faster. And so when she comes back to camp, she pretty much tells Matt, you know what, Matt, I'm going hand drill. And Matt was trying to do the bow drill too, and he was kind of like, you know what, yeah, I gotta be honest. I'm gonna do hand drill as well because the bow drill just isn't working right now. It's not working for me. And so Matt, in the last episode, Matt tried the hand drill, and he said he got fired within like 3 minutes. Or well, not fired, but at least an amber. He got an amber within 3 minutes, and he was shocked. He was like, okay, all right. So now you go. All four contestants go to get their scrolls and see the challenge, and then all of a sudden the challenge says that they have to empty out their bags when it comes down to any materials or any craft that they have collected or gathered. And so now it becomes even more harder, right? Because at least if you had your craft, it's simple. You got your craft. You go down to as soon as they say go, you already got your stuff. You can lay it down. Boom, you already got it. Now you got to redo. Now you got to redo everything all over again. So now if you want to do a bow drill, that takes more material. You got to go find your sticks. You got to go find the right kind of sticks, right? The right kind of cordage, right? You got to go find all these things. Same with the hand drill. Hand drill takes a little bit less crafting, a little bit less material, but still, everybody has to do all this over again, man. So it becomes a lot difficult. So now, soon as they say go, they scatter. They go find their materials, man. Matt is over there trying to find his material. Cheen's over here. Patrick's over there. Darren's there. And so I think Patrick was the first one. Patrick was the first one to gather all his materials, right? And he ended up starting, got his bow. He tied his cordage on a stick. You know what I mean? He got his freaking his bow drill right there, and he's ready to go. He's like, he's already starting. Everybody else is still gathering their materials, right? And so Darren was, I think, the second one to gather everything that he needs, and then he started doing the bow drill as well, right? Matt and Cheney, they decided they want to do hand drill, so they decided, you know what, I'm gonna go hand drill. So they got their materials and started doing hand drill. They doing their hand drill, they going down, they doing it, and then they figured out, yeah, hand drill's not working. And Cheney's hands, because the hand drill if you watch the show, you know what I'm saying. Hand drill, it can be it's already tiring because you have to do the hand drill. You have to press down on the wood that you spinning the stick in. You have to press down and you have to turn with your hands. It's tiring, and it weighs. You get blisters on your hands because you moving it. You got to stick. You rubbing the stick with your hands all this time just to get this little piece of amber. You know what I mean? So it's difficult, right? So Matt and Cheney, they're doing hand drills. They're figuring out it's not working as easy as it was yesterday. Even Matt Wright said, "Yeah, yesterday I could have made freaking like a whole bunch of these for a freaking carnival. That's how easy it was. And now today, I've pretty much got the same materials, but nothing's happening." So Cheney was the first one to decide, you know what, this hand drill's not working. I gotta go find more materials to do this bow drill now because I have to switch it up. I'm not gonna keep doing this hand drill and it's just not working. You know what I'm saying? So she decided, you know what, I'm going bow drill. So she goes to gather her materials for bow drill. Then all of a sudden, Matt Wright, he was like, you know what, I'm gonna try one more time. So he goes in there, he's doing this thing, blah blah blah, and he almost got it. He almost got the amber. He's pressing down on the stick. Matt Wright's pressing down on the stick. He's doing it. And then all of a sudden, he blows, and there's smoke coming up. And then all of a sudden, he figures out, no, I freaking punched a hole in the freaking wood. And all the amber it didn't work, man. It didn't work. So he was pissed off, right? And so, anyway, so Darren and Patrick, they still over there doing, matter of fact, Patrick's cordage even broke. Patrick Patrick was doing his thing and his cordage broke. Go figure, right? Hey, it is what it is. That's what happens in these challenges, man. Like this is why they did not want to get rid of the materials that they gathered, because the materials that they already gathered, they knew that it worked. Now you got to gather new materials. Now it's going to take a little long. It's harder now. You know what I mean? So Patrick's cordage broke, right? So he had to get new cordage and then wrap his stick around again, man. You know what I'm saying? And then he had to do his bow drill all over again. Darren, by the way, Darren though, he's good. He's over there doing his thing. He see, this is what I mean by Darren, bro. Darren is, I told y'all, Darren is like the professor. Okay, I don't know what it is about Darren, man, but he is just good at crafting. Again, he's just slow at it, but he's really good at crafting. So Darren, he's over there. He got the perfect stick, the perfect cordage, and he's over there, doing the bow drill. You know what I mean? Hey, shout out to Darren. Darren was the first one to get an amber and catch fire. Okay. Now here's the challenge. Here's the part. You not only have to make challenge. I mean, you not only have to make fire, but you have to take your fire and go to the go. That's about like 20 yards away, right? About 20 yards away, and you have to take your fire, burn this rope. Okay, that's going up into a tree, and that's where your scroll is, right? And then as soon as you get your scroll, you open it up, and the scroll says, "Congratulations, you have made it to the final three." Okay, so Darren, shout out to Darren, man. Again, I told y'all he's a professor, but he's slow. But hey, tonight he came in first place. Shout out to Darren, man. Shout out to Darren. I gotta give it up. I gotta give Darren his props, man. Darren, man, I have been saying for the longest that Darren is just slow at crafting, but tonight he did his thing, man. He came in first place. Hey, shout out to Darren, man. So now it's down to Matt Wright, Cheney, and Patrick. Let me put this back on your screen. All right. This is what it's down to right here. Okay. Darren has won. He's in the final three. It's down to Matt, Patrick, and Cheney. Okay. So you got Matt. He decides, you know what? This hand drill's not working. I'm doing the hand drill and it's just not working. He tried another time and just not working. He don't understand it. So he says, you know what? I need to go. I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna go to the bow drill, right? So he decides I'm gonna go to the bow drill. Here's the problem. He decides I'm gonna go bow drill, but he didn't find the right kind of cordage, right? The right kind of cordage. So he decides, you know what? I want to take the cordage off my bow and arrow that I have been using to catch all the food, the pigs and everything. He's been catching them all, and he decided to take that cordage off his bow and arrow because he knows that one's good, right? So he takes the cordage off his bow and arrow, and he decides to use that one as his cordage for his bow drill. And so now he's doing the bow drill. He's doing it like this. He's freaking going. He's going in on that stick, man. He's going in, right? And so now all of a sudden, here comes smoke, and Matt is just like, oh. I got it. Now he's going in hard. He's going in hard, right? And then he decides, okay, I'm about to get this. And then all of a sudden he's blowing, and he got the fire, and he was like, yeah, yeah, the savage strikes again. The savage strikes again. Yeah. And so so he gets his fire, man. He goes to the rope. He runs, he gets to the rope, he gets his stick, he gets his scroll. Congratulations. Final three, baby. Yeah. You know what I mean? So hey, shout out to Matt Wright, man. So Matt Wright comes in second place. Okay. Now it's down to the last two contestants. Okay. Cheney and Patrick. Man, it was good. It was good, man. So Patrick finally got his quarters together, and he's going, and it's for some reason, man, it's just not catching. He don't know. He's got smoke. Smoke is the smoke from the stick. It's coming up, but it's just not catching. Right now, here's the thing. Cheney, remember from the last challenge, Cheney got that rope, so her cordage is already good. She don't really need to go find cordage. She got the rope. So she's just like, I'm just gonna use the rope. She uses the rope, man. She's doing her bow drill, right? She's doing her bow drill. All of a sudden, what do you know? She catches fire, man. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I thought she was gonna drop it because she's blowing under, she's blowing. She got the fire, and she had her nest of fire on like two sticks. It was like two sticks, like this, and Ernesta Fire was sitting on top, and she was like trying to balance it and walk 20 yards. And I'm like, oh, she about to drop that, man. If she dropped that, it's over, man. But hey, lucky for her, she did not drop it, man. Shout out to Chini. Chini comes in third place, man. Hey, shout out to Chini, man. Go James. It's 4 people on the list. I thought it was 3. Like, yeah, it is. Now that was the challenge. The challenge was the friction fire. Whoever came in last place became eliminated. And so now this is your new list right here, man. Oh, my bad. I forgot to exit out Max. Max is not on there. Hold on. I forgot to exit out Max. Take out Max. Okay. Hold on. Let me fix that. I'm gonna fix that for y'all. But yeah, so Max is not on there. Max is gone. Max was let me see. Was this one on my last Max? I crossed out Max. Oh, I did cross out Max on my last one. Weird. I don't know why this one didn't work. That's weird. Anyway, I'll fix it, y'all. Don't worry about that. So I'm gonna fix it for you guys. So yeah, so anyway, so now Patrick is eliminated, man. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I thought I thought that Patrick was gonna be in the top 3. That's what I thought. I thought Patrick gonna be in the top 3. And so I was kind of shocked when Patrick got eliminated. So I honestly I thought it was Darren that was gonna go home today. That's what I thought. Because Darren, again, I told you guys, Darren is really good at crafting, but he's just slow, right? But not tonight. That fool was again, I gotta give Darren his props, man. Darren, he showed up and he showed out, man, and he did his thing. Here it is, right there we go, y'all. There we go. Let me move this out the way. Delete that. This is the new list right here. Let me delete this one too. I don't need that no more. All right, there we go. This is the new list. So you got your top 3 right here, man. You got let me get out of there. You got Matt, Cheney, and Darren. That's your top 3. And so Patrick. Patrick, he was a good sport. I'll give him that. He was a good sport, man. After he lost, he didn't cry like a little punk, right? He didn't cry like no baby. He didn't whine. You know what I mean? He didn't make excuses, right? He said, you know what? Yeah, I lost. You know what I'm saying? I had some good competitors, and I just lost. Simple as that. You know what I mean? And so I got to shout out to Patrick, man. He took it like a champ. You know what I mean? So and then he said that friction fire took him out again, and he was not happy about it. But he did say that he was not done. And so expect Patrick to come back. Now, if you're at Goat James, listen, if you remember Patrick was the one that was the weasel. He was the one that was stealing everything. You know what I mean? So that's him, man. Yeah, Patrick is now gone, man. So yeah, and even Matt Wright, he gave Patrick his props. You know what I mean? He was like, you know what, Patrick, he came in as a weasel, but he left as a man. He left as a better survivor, a better competitor. You know what I mean? And so I don't know if when Patrick, I think Patrick's gonna do another one, but I don't know. Like I think he's gonna come back next season, but I don't know if he's gonna use that same strategy as when it comes down to stealing. But we'll see. We'll see, man. But yeah, so Patrick is now gone, man. Again, I thought Patrick was going to be in the top 3. At the beginning of the season, I knew Matt was going to be in the top 3. Matt, again, y'all, I told y'all Matt is he's just really good, man. I had Cheney and Darren as my top 7, top 5. I didn't think they were going to make top 3, but they did. And I don't want to take away from any of the competitors, right? But the fact that Laura, Kayla, and Trish just quit, and Max just quit like that, I kind of wonder if Cheney or Darren would have made the top 3 if they, because they didn't compete against any of them. You know what I mean? So, but again, I don't want to take away. I don't want to take away from them. Hey, the other ones quit, man. That's on them. They quit. Hey, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. So anyway, shout out to Cheney. She's still surviving. You know what I mean? She's not going home. Darren was the one that came in first place. Shout out to Darren, and shout out to Matt for coming in second place. So here we go. Because of this, Okay, you get no, yeah, yeah. So you don't get eliminated. Now, later on in the episode, okay, they of course, Chini goes out, she does some fishing, you know what I'm saying, blah blah, right? Um, and then later on, now they're doing their thing, but later on they get another scroll. Now, here's the thing, because remember, before they was in camps together. It was two camps. It was Cheney and Matt, and it was Darren and Patrick. But now that Patrick is eliminated, now they go their separate ways. So now they don't go to they don't go back to their camp. They have to actually go to separate camps. So now they're rolling solo, right? So now Matt goes over there, Cheney goes over here, Darren goes over there. They all rolling solo, right? So later on in the episode, they get another scroll. And so I'm watching this and I'm like, another challenge? We got two challenges in one episode? I was like, oh wow. Okay. Okay, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing there. Last one standing. Okay, I like that. I'm like, okay, two challenges. Let's go, right? So I'm like, I'm watching, and so they read the next challenge. Then the next challenge was to set up like a bird trap or like some type of trap where you set it up, you build a cage, right? You put the cage like on a stick, right? And then you gotta once the way the trap works is that you put some food on there. You got this little bird cage set up here. You get the stick together, you put some little food underneath, right? And then all of a sudden, when the animal comes or the creature, or whatever it comes around, whatever it is, squirrel, he gets the food, and then he triggers the trap, and then the trap falls on the animal or on the whatever it is, right? And when I heard that, I was like, okay, this cannot be the final challenge because that's easy, right? I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. This can't be the final challenge. And so I was like, no. And then of course there's another episode. So I was like, yeah, this is not the final challenge. It can't be the final challenge. This is too easy, right? They do that all the time. And so anyway, I'm gonna give you my opinion on this in a minute. So they doing the final challenge, right? I mean the final challenge. They doing the challenge, the bird trap challenge, right? And so they're doing it. They crafting their stuff again. Darren, good at crafting, right? Just slow at it, right? But I gotta give him his props. Darren's doing his thing, man. Matt's over there doing his thing. Cheen's over there trying to set the trap, blah, blah. So this is where it gets interesting. Because remember, Darren was the one who ended up getting the shovel in one of the challenges, in the early challenges, right? Cheney got the rope. Cheney's rope ended up helping her out in the friction fire challenge. Now, because of what they have to build a little trap, put the stick there, and they have to build like they have to dig like a little hole, right? Put the food in there, and then once the animal goes there, the trap sets in. Now the animal is stuck in the little hole, and then now he can't get out. They have to dig a hole. Darren ended up getting the shovel from the earlier challenge. So now he's like, oh, this is why I got the shovel. So he starts digging. He starts digging. Everybody else is doing. They're scratching away, trying to. They got little sticks. They trying to do. They moving with their hands, trying to dig this hole. And Darren got the shovel. He just, yep, here we go. That's it. Darren's got it easy. And so Darren, shout out to him, came in first place. Hey man, shout out to Darren, bro. Darren came in first place twice. Twice. This is the guy that I have been saying that is really good when it comes down to crafting, but just slow at it. And Darren was the one that came in first place twice in both challenges. His PSR went up to not from like 9.6 to 9.8 because he came in first place twice. Hey, bravo. Okay. Bravo to Darren, man. Darren, a round of applause for him, bro. So Darren again, first place, man, because he had the shovel. It was an easy challenge. Now here's the thing: in this challenge, right, you get to win assets. Okay, so first place has a choice between like a duck, like it was a dead duck that gives you food, give you some food, right? It was a dead duck, and it was like a folding knife. Okay, It was a knife where it's like picture like a really big, like the knife was like this big, man. Picture like a really big like jackknife, like you know what I mean. Like it's huge, right? And then it folds in the middle, so you can fold it. You know what I'm saying? The knife like this, you can fold it like this, and it's like this big, and then you fold it back up, and it's like it's a huge, really huge knife. First place gets to choose between one of the two. Second place gets the other asset that the other first place did not choose. Third place gets nothing. Okay. Darren was the first one done. So he's sitting there waiting on Matt and Cheney, right? So Matt and Cheney, they're trying to do their thing. And now this is why, and I've noticed Matt doing he did this before. Matt Wright did this before. So Matt Wright said, you know what? I am not going to dig a hole in this spot. I'm going to dig my hole in the other spot a little bit further down the way. Why did he do that? Because the soil was a little bit more wet and more muddy over there. Makes it easier to dig. Smart. Matt Wright, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. He thinks outside the box a lot. Sometimes it comes back to haunt him because remember, he did that for the stove challenge. He went to go somewhere else because he just figured I'm gonna go somewhere else just in case if it starts raining, my fire won't go out. So I'm gonna cover my fire and build my fire here first. Then I'm gonna take it back over there. That came back to hurt him. He came in last place because obviously it didn't rain, right? And so it didn't help him at all. But in this challenge, because of what he did, it helped him. Sheenie was over there trying to dig, and she was trying to dig. You know what I'm saying? Blah blah. And it was tough, man. She was in a tough spot. Matt Wright went over there, dug his hole, and it was easy money. Now here's the thing, though. It was close. The last two competitors, it was close, man. Very very close. And so, hey, Matt Wright came in second place, but Cheney was right there on his ass. She was right there, man. So shout out to both competitors. Shout out to all of them. You know, it just takes a little bit of smart sometimes. Big facts. You know what I'm saying? Big facts. You know what I mean? you gotta think outside the box sometimes. You know what I mean? So shout out to Darren and Matt. They came in first and second place. So and now we're at the end of the show. This show is going to be pretty short. I'm probably like 30 minutes. So we're at the end of the show now, right? And at right before, because remember, Darren came in first place, so we had a choice between the folding knife and the duck. Right before he picked, I was in my head. I was already thinking, go for the knife. You got to go for the knife. And the reason why I said that to myself, I was like, you know what? You go for the knife because for some reason in the last couple challenges, the asset, the tool that you pick, you ended up needing in the next challenge. For example, Chini, she ended up winning the stove challenge and she came in first place. She needed that rope. She got the rope. It helped her get into. It helped her for the friction fire because she got the cordage, right? Darren, he got the shovel. The shovel was needed in this challenge because you needed to dig faster. It helped him. So I was already thinking, oh, go for the knife. Easy. Easy. You only got a few more days. You may be starving, and that duck may be really, really delicious when you cook it, okay? Because you're starving. But if you want to win that 100 grand at the end, you may need that folding knife. So I would have picked the knife too. And so sure enough, Darren ended up picking the knife and because he said it just like how I thought it, he said it. He was like, you know what? I'm gonna pick that knife because for some reason I may need this because in the last couple of challenges, we needed the tools to as an advantage. And so that's what he did. He picked the folding knife. And then of course Matt Wright came in second place. He ended up picking the duck. Cheney, she came in third, she get nothing. But she's not eliminated. And that's the good thing. The good thing is that she's not eliminated. So shout out to Cheney. You know what I mean? But now we got Matt. Of course, later on in the episode, Matt is cooking his duck in a big pot. You know what I'm saying? He's doing his thing. You know what I mean? And then of course you got Darren over there. He got his folding knife. Cheney over there. She's trying to catch some more fish, trying to eat. You know what I mean? And so And so that's it. And so shout out to all the contestants, man. Um, this show, we got one more episode left, and this show here, man, is getting good. And so I think, you know, yeah, especially big facts, and again, I don't know what the next challenge is going to be, but I have a feeling, just like Darren had the same feeling, is that knife is you're going to need it. You're going to need that knife. I don't know what the next challenge is gonna be, but I got a feeling you're gonna need it. So, so yeah, Darren, he chose right. He chose right, man. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see what the next challenge is. What next challenge is gonna be in the next episode. It's the final episode, the final challenge, man, and it's about to get good. If I had to pick, okay, if I had to pick who's gonna win between Darren, Matt, and Cheney, if if Darren didn't get that knife, I would have chose Matt. But because Darren got that knife, I think that's going to give him a super advantage in the next challenge. Again, I don't know what the next challenge is, but I from what's been going on in previous challenges, the person that gets the tool asset ends up having an advantage. That's what I noticed. And so with Darren having that knife, that folding knife, I think you're going to really need that in the next challenge. And so I think Darren's going to have the advantage, and I think Darren's going to end up winning. That's what I think. Now, if the next challenge doesn't involve the folding knife, then I think Matt's gonna take it. I think Matt's gonna take it. That's my prediction. Shout out to Cheney though. Cheney, I'm surprised Cheney made it this far. I'm not gonna lie to you. I had Cheney as top seven going at the beginning of the season, and she has been impressing me a lot. Again, I wouldn't be surprised if any one of these three ends up winning. I just think that the tool that Darren ended up getting, I think that tool is going to help him with the next challenge. So, and I think he's going to end up winning. So, we will see. We will see how it goes. But yeah, it's about to get good, y'all. It's about to get good, man. So, hey, come back next week. I will see you guys next week, man. It's gonna be a great one. Final episode is next week. I appreciate everybody joining me today. Again, if you're new to the channel, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. The way this channel works right here, of course, if you love the show and you want to come on to the show, you can come on this show right here, and we can talk some Naked and Afraid. Last one standing. The new one that's coming out, Naked and Afraid Apocalypse. That one's coming out. I will be covering that, okay, on this channel. Okay, I cannot wait for that one. That one looks good. I can't wait for that. So that one, I'm gonna cover that one as well. Again, you can come on the show, man. We can talk some Naked and Afraid, man. If you're a big fan of the show, hey, just let me know every time I go live. Let me know in the chat. Hey, I want to come on the show. I'll drop that link for you. You don't have to show your face like I'm doing. You can blur out your camera. There's a little thing where it says stop camera. Just hit that little button, and then it won't even show your face, man. Just make sure your mic is unmuted, and I'll see you guys next week, man. Appreciate Goat James showing up in the chat, man. Appreciate you, brother. He says it's gonna be some broken spirits after this last episode. Big facts, man. Big facts. 100K, man, on the line. Yeah, only one can win. Big facts, man. It's about to be a good one, bro. It's about to be a good one, man. So hey, appreciate y'all joining me, man. I'm out of here, bro. And I will see you guys on the next episode next week, man. Peace out, y'all.